Hi everyone, this is Harry from Hasbro TV. Back with other match review video. Now, as you guys may have noticed, I didn't do a Liverpool match review video because, it was so down, I just didn't want to do one. So I'm going to talk about the Liverpool game briefly, and then I'm going to talk about, obviously, the Villa game, which just happened. Let's just get into it. Liverpool game, let's just summarise this, we're rubbish. Team selection was a bit weird. He played Gray at right back. And even when we made changes in the game, he moved Gray back into the other side. And we had an interesting situation where we had Spence right wing and Porro right back, because Porro actually did play on the bench with that game. And we lost 4-0 and we had no shots on target, unless you want to really count the Sonny crossbar. So we lost 4-0, went out the Carabao Cup. Kind of expected. One thing that pissed me off the most is the tactics were crap and there was no fight. Okay, so we got into Villa today. As again, I'm just tired about talking about Tottenham because we just keep losing every game. And Ange's the worst manager in Premier League history. Yeah, anyway, let's just quickly talk about it. So Porro came back in. As you know, I normally go for Starnights, but I just can't be asked. We can see the goal within the first minute of the game, 1-0 down. We could have been 4-0 down at half-time. If it wasn't for Kinski, okay, he did make the first mistake with the goal, to be fair to him, he did save us from more. And then eventually Villa made it 2-0. Mikey Moore, who returned to the team, was subbed at half-time for Bissouma, and Bukaseski went back onto the right. And again, he didn't do anything on the right-hand side. But yeah, to be fair to the players, they did show a bit of fight today against Villa. But as you can tell, I'm kind of fed up with Ange. I'm fed up with the football. And hopefully by the time I post this and this airs on the Monday morning, he's gone. Because, again, Ange stood on the touchline. No effect on the game. No tactical changes. The same mistakes we've seen for the past 18 months. And this is where I have no sympathy for him, because we just keep seeing the same mistakes. Obviously, ironically, we were normally open on the flanks, which we were. That's where the first goal came from. But our midfield, man, just getting eaten alive. Bentancur, Bissouma, obviously was the second half midfield, but Bergwall lasted pretty much the whole game. Initially, Kulusevski played in the middle with Bergwall, and maybe he thought, I'll bring on Bissouma to shore up the midfield. And yes, the players did show fight, but as you can tell, when we lost the ball, when they scored the second goal, there was no shape. There were so many gaps. We have zero defensive shape under this manager. Zero. I do not see, when we don't have the ball, I don't see the shape. We're just all frantically running around trying to plug a gap or to stop a fire. And it's just, I watch it and I'm just numb to it. He's one of the worst managers I've seen ever in the Premier League, to be honest with you. But yeah, because as of this recording, Spurs have not posted anything with his post-match interview, which makes me think he's probably gone. At least fingers crossed he's gone. But yeah, a 2-1 loss. We're out both cups. Let's hope Ange is gone by this point. And what we've got left to play for the Europa League, which, yeah, we could win, but I still think is quite tricky. And the Premier League, where we, in my opinion, is trying to finish in a respectable position. I'm going to put it that way, because we're not going to finish in Europe at this point. And make sure we don't get relegated, of course. But as you can tell, I'm fed up. And we're out of 2 cups.